Today we're going to be having a look at this, and we're going to attempt to make a Sunday Advent centrepiece. So it's that time of year again, getting ready for the countdown to Christmas. You've got your normal Advent calendars with chocolates in. You can also get Advent candles, which are great. I always use an Advent candle. And for the last 5 or so years, I've been making Sunday Advent centerpieces. I always remember them from the old Blue Peter episodes. They used to do one once a year at one point. I don't think they do it much these days. Found this old video on YouTube of what they used to do with the hanging ones with coat hangers and tinsel. But I wanted to make one myself. Didn't know really where to start. I didn't look at any videos or guides. I just thought I'd wing it and make it myself. We'll get to the foliage later. I have this bag of various items. Got a well-used piece of Oasis. Got some candles. Got these candle holders that you put in Oasis. Also got some berries and other little candles and things. I remember making these years ago. They're just pine cones that were salvaged. We have a big pine tree close by. Picked these up and just added a little bit of glue to the tips. Sprinkled them with glitter. And they make a nice little effect. Again, not used these for years. These two have candles in the middle, but not used them for a while. This is Oasis. It's a lightweight foam block. Comes in various different sizes. And I think the main idea of it is you use it to put your foliage into, and then you can wet it and it'll keep it alive. Keep it from drying out. Got that one. I've got another round one in there that's not been used, but we'll get back to that bag if we need it. This box has my main stash inside, and this is the Oasis block I've been using for the last few years. As you can see, it's well used. It's just multiple pieces of Oasis block that I just tied together with string. It is nothing fancy, nothing special. And then this has all of my little extra bits of ornaments in it. I think it's a good method to use real and fake things, and it gives it an overall good effect. So again, we'll come to these again later, but you can find these on eBay. You can also find them in specialist shops. If any of you are local to the northwest area, there is a dried flower shop in Llandudno on the main drag, and the stuff in there is like this. It's fantastic, it's really good quality, and they look like real berries. Fantastic stuff. And they had other little things like this that I liked. I got a few little bits like this. But again, we'll get back to that box. So I am no expert at such things. I just wing it. I just do it my own way. But if this can be used as a helpful guide for people to make their own, I think you can still get Oasis in the likes of Home Bargains and B&M. I can't remember where I got this from. I had it a long time. You should be able to still get it in high street stores. Just have a little look around or ask your local florist. They should be able to provide you with some. So first things first, this is just a well-used, well-loved square cake base. And on top of it goes the Oasis. Ideally, you would like to have it stuck down, either by some double-sided tape on the underside, or you can get drawing pins pushed through from the bottom, and that should just give you enough for the Oasis to just stick on. But I've just always had it on there loose. It's never been an issue. When you pick it up, it doesn't really slide off. The base is just to stop the bittiness of the Oasis from getting everywhere. So just put the base to one side and go through the foliage. This is some of my Christmas tree. I've got 2 Christmas trees, one in the front, one in the back. It's just me going around and getting a few little branches here and there, a few little fronds that were sticking out. To be honest, I trimmed the Christmas trees last year, and I can still see where I cut them last year, and they've not really grown out much since. They've just filled out a bit more rather than going outwards. They've just filled out, which is great. So we've got plenty of that. Even stuff like this is usable. I'll get back to that. Then I got some glorious holly. Nice shiny leaves. It doesn't even look real. It looks really plasticky. It's genuine holly. I've got the prick marks to prove it. And as I was about to go back in, I remembered I had the some white tipped holly, so I've got a little branch of that, and we'll see if we can use that somewhere. So what I tend to do first, the other thing is, on some evergreens like this, it's different colours on different sides. So if you want it more white, you can use it this way up, or if you want it more green, you can use it that way up, and it works for both types. This is the back tree and this is the front tree. You can see the two different colours. So I do this, I snip off and make little branches like that. Even stuff like this is usable. Just got to take this little nub off the end, cut it on an angle so it's a bit easier to put in the Oasis, and stuff like this you can just bin. It smells wonderful and Christmassy. So this one, just trim the bottom branches off so it looks like that. Keep these little bits. And the irregularity of the branches adds to the effect. As for the holly, we just need to be able to stick it in, so I'll just trim off these couple of little leaves here, and that'll be us. This one will be fine. This one, just take these bottom leaves off, just using a pair of pliers. This little piece here. Again, it's not fancy, there's no plan. The randomness of the arrangement is what makes it sometimes. Not sure what to do with this one at the moment, but I'll just take off the bottom leaves. And we'll leave it like that. I would have liked to have used some more of this, but I didn't want to trim it too much because it's not very big. But I'm going to keep hold of these extra leaves. Now, the main thing you might want to plan for is exactly how you're going to use the Sunday Advent centerpiece. I don't remember the significance of the candles. There's a Wikipedia article linked below. All I remember is from school, where it was a weekly countdown to Christmas, a 4-week countdown till Christmas, the 4 Sundays of Advent before Christmas starts. So where you had a traditional Advent candle where it counts down the 24 days before Christmas, starting from the 1st of December. This was similar, except it was the 4 Sundays before Christmas. That's all I remember. I know there's more religious significance to it. It's just not something I'm very versed in. Again, the article is linked below if you want to look at that. Now, I have in the past had the 4 candle holders, and sometimes I've had a centre candle as well. I've had an obelisk shaped Advent candle before now, but you can also have other things. So once you've had your Sunday Advent countdown, it's complete, you've had your 4 Sundays of Advent. We've sometimes had a candle in the middle and used the whole thing as a centerpiece on Christmas Day. You can get things like this. This isn't really my cup of tea, but it was given to me, and you can put something like that in the middle as well. I generally just use normal candlesticks. Got these red glitter ones. I've got these white ones which are slightly discoloured, but either or either, they're still good to go. We'll come back to them later on. I know there is a significance between the candles on a Sunday Advent. Again, have a read of the article and decide how you want to do it. For me this year, we're just going to have the 4 candles.
4 candles.
Here you are. 4 candles.
So these are dead simple. You can already see the witness marks where they used to be, so we might as well just reuse them. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4. So our candles are in place. Better to put these in first, and then we just start. I'll separate the holly out the way first, and we'll come back to the holly, and we'll start with our Christmas tree stuff. And again, there is no method to the madness. Let's have a think. Put that one in there like that. And then we'll put this one here like that. I need to lay that a bit flatter actually. So try again like that. And use the string, put it behind that, another piece here, that, turn it around. Have this piece in here, just put it behind the string, like that. And we're just trying to obscure the oasis, so we've got this piece in here. And then the little gaps we've got where we can still see oasis, we use little branches. Again, there's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just do it until you're satisfied that you like the look of it. A couple of these bits I'm just going to manoeuvre, try and lay under each other. A little bit there, that can just sit there. Right, let's get to our holly. Try and put a piece on each corner. Ow. Be careful, it's very prickly. can actually use the holly leaves to hold certain branches down. This piece needs to be trimmed. It's a little bit too long. So I think if we snip it just there, take off these bottom leaves. So we've got a little nub at the bottom. Do that. A bit more on this corner here. That. And then we've got our white tipped holly. Maybe just lay these couple of leaves in there like that. We'll have a little clean up first. Okay, bring in what we've done. And that's what we've done so far. Looks a little bit of a pig's ear. You can take your time. You can go through it to get it how you want it. But as it stands, I'm happy with that. A little bit of a gap here, but we'll get to that. We've got some pine cones. Pine cones in there. Got this red berry bunch. Put it in and just have it to fill out that little corner a bit. Like that. Got our red berries. So start putting them in places where we can still see Oasis. They look quite nice nestled in with the holly. Another one there. Found some more. Put them in the sides just to try and hide our Oasis. Oh, that one missed. That one there. Just going to check the sides and see where the worst bit of uncovered Oasis is. It's probably that side there. So we'll use this artificial pine cone piece, and then we'll just shove it in like that. More berries out the way. I think I'll take these berries out here. Like that. Let's get this in place. Mix it in with the real stuff. And then we'll add berries back in to help obscure it. And that's that, and we're getting somewhere now. I do have these gold berries that you can also add in, but I think I'll leave them this year. I've got this thing, which I quite like. Little centerpiece part, so I think I'll put that in the middle. And then like that. And then it can nestle in with our pine cones. Make sure everything sticks up nicely. We're nearly there. Now the next thing I'm going to add on are these dried orange slices. I got some of these from the Llandudno shop last year and they were brilliant. They got a nice smell to them. They smell wonderful in caramel smell to them. But I didn't get a chance to go to Llandudno this year, so I made my own. These are just clementine slices. You put them on some greaseproof paper, fold it over, thinly slice them, put them in the oven. I think it's 120 for about 40 minutes to an hour. Make sure you turn them a couple of times, and there you go. Nice dried orange slices. And we'll just put, let's have a look. Few slices here and there, and we're ready for our candles. I think I'll go with the white candles to differentiate from the green and the red. There's one. Two. Three. And 4. And there we have it. There's our Sunday Advent centerpiece for 2024. Again, it looked a bit of a dog's dinner at first, but you just keep putting things in, and there's no right or wrong way of doing it. This is just completely at random. This video, although it will be edited down for you, 35 minutes mark exactly. So that's how long it's taken me to do it, plus the time to snip a couple of bits out from the garden. A good mixture of real and fake. Where one starts and where one begins, you'll never know. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Go do something. Go make something. Give it a little go. Again, I'm no expert. I just do it as and how I want to do it. Just plug things in until it's done. And that's all I have for you for this video this week. Don't forget, we've got our first Sunday Advent video tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for that. And I'll catch you on the next one.